This is day 13. We still have about another 5 or 6 days, four to 5 days to go. Actually, I'm waiting for Tony and Davis. They're loading up the other trailer. I'm about ready to head out. We're going to Houston, Texas to see a Boss 429, two Boss 302s, and a GT500 Shelby. Unfortunately, this gentleman wants to, be private, and we respect that. So we won't be able to show this part of the trip. If we buy any of them, we'll be able to show them after the fact, but he told us no videos, no pictures, not one. So, which we respect people that want to be private. We don't want to disrespect anybody. So anyway, so we're heading to Houston to check out these cars. We may see some other cars along the way, so we may be able to show some other things, but if not, now, we're just letting you know ahead of time that that's just the situation right now. So hopefully we'll buy one of the four, or two of them, depending on, the cars and condition, the deal and whatnot. So, and then so at least we can show you what becomes ours, but we won't be able to show you where they're sitting. So anyway, so just waiting for Tony and Davis. We're taking both haulers and two trailers, one enclosed, one open, and then the two haulers, just in case. We're not sure. We may come back empty, but at least we'll be prepared. It's about a 3.5 to 4 hour drive from Dallas, so we just don't want to have to come back, and so we'll be prepared for it. And we just never know what's going to happen. We're not planning on coming back today. We'll probably stay down there somewhere, and then come back tomorrow, and then we have a few other things to do here in Dallas, and then we head to Albuquerque, New Mexico for our last car on the trip, and pick that up. So unless something else comes up in between there, which we have happened, detours happen. So anyway, looking forward to seeing these cars, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to show you guys, so our apologies on that. So we met with a gentleman last night. He originally did not want us to video or take pictures or any of that kind of stuff. And a lot of times people just don't know your intentions. They don't know what you're going to do with that stuff and why you want it and stuff. And so he was pretty quick to basically tell us no. So we went there knowing that was the case, and one thing led to another, and we were able to come to an agreement, a deal on two of his cars, a 1968 Shelby GT500 automatic, black though, factory black with air conditioning. So really cool car. And then also a 1970 Boss 429 Grabber Blue with black interior. Most of them had white interior, so this one having a black interior is pretty special. Both of them immaculate, restored in the 90s, early 2000 is basically what we had gathered. We'll get more of the story later, but immaculate cars, like stored inside, air conditioning, like they look like they were restored yesterday. The blue one had a couple of paint issue corrections that need to be done, but literally was restored and never even fired. So like the engine is literally brand new, and again been stored correctly. So we didn't get to fire them up because they hadn't ran in many years, and one had never ran. The Grabber Blue Boss 429 had never ran. So anyway, so we were able to acquire those two cars, and in the mix he allowed us to take a few pictures, which Aaron will probably put up right about now. And he said that because we weren't able to get them out, they were buried in his shop. It was getting late. So we made the deal, we shook on it, gave him the deposit, significant deposit, and then he's going to get everything ready for us, and then we're going to come back. And he said when we come back, we can videotape and, you know, pulling them out and all that kind of stuff, which we like to do. And then this guy had an amazing amount of knowledge. Like I could have sat there literally for the whole weekend and just listened to this guy talk, because he just had so much knowledge, not just the people he knew, but actually, you know, like understood the cars, knew everything about the cars inside and out, and just the general history of the Bosses and the Shelbys. And so it's just, you know, we're Mopar guys, we're learning about the Shelbys and the Bosses as we go. So it's really cool to talk to a guy like this, really knows these cars. So, but with that said, we're going to be pulling them out hopefully next week, if not the week after. But we'll tie all this in together, so that you kind of get the full picture. It's really hard when you're chasing cars to not only capture it on video, but also put it all together and splice it all together, which is why Aaron is, you know, unbelievable with this. He literally can make a movie out of it. But if we don't get it on video, it didn't happen. So at least didn't happen to be able to show you all. But, you know, at the end, the guy did say, you know, he was warming up to it. So cross our fingers. Hopefully he'll allow us to videotape and talk to him on camera about not just those cars, but just these cars in general, because literally I'm sitting here talking to him and I feel like a dummy. Don't get me wrong, I know the basics, but this guy knows it deep, and it's really, really, really cool. And as these guys that know these cars this well get older, you know, we're losing some of the knowledge. So we need to preserve some of that. So I'm really, really hoping that he will be open to talking about it on camera and letting us show you guys what his life's work, the things that he's built, and him talk about it, because I think that would be just incredible. So anyway, stay tuned. We're headed off now to see another gentleman here about a bunch of cars. This might be the biggest, this actually is the biggest collection of cars we've ever seen. But it's going to be incredible to go in and view it. I don't know if he's going to let us videotape it either. Some of these guys have really big collections. They don't want people to see them. They want people to know about them. So I don't know if he's going to allow us to. I would say probably not. But with that said, we're going to obviously try. It's almost the end of the trip, which it seems like it's been like, I don't know, 3 days, but it's really been like 2 weeks. But you know what they say when you're having fun. So stay tuned. So that actually worked out a lot better than we had anticipated. We met with the gentleman. We had breakfast actually, and in conversating with him about his cars, we had mentioned that we have a YouTube channel, and that we like to showcase stuff like this and talk about, you know, the cars and show the history, you know, whatnot. And he was open to it. So we're headed over to 2 of his shops. He's got a lot of shops, so he's going to let us, you know, basically videotape where the cars that we're interested in buying are at, and then another warehouse that's in the same vicinity, and then at a future date, you know, later on, when he gets his other place finished up and really the way he wants it, he's going to let us come out there and do a tour. It's mostly Fords. There are some other stuff, but it is mostly Fords. Mostly, there was, if I remember right, there was a lot of Fox bodies and cars like that that were just in amazing, immaculate condition, like Survivors, like low mileage cars and things like that. He didn't really have any I don't remember there being any Mopars, which is kind of a bummer. You know, if you know your collection doesn't have a few Mopars, like, you know, that's a bummer, especially with the quality of the cars and the collection that he has. But you know, just to see this many iconic cars in one place is just, it's incredible. And I really hope that we're able to go to this other place that he's building right now and do that when and that'll probably be out, I would say probably a year or so out. but would really like to videotape that, talk to him about those cars and his collection and whatnot. So anyway, so we're going over to look at and essentially purchase 3 Boss 429 projects. Really complete cars. 2 of them are numbers matching. The third one has the original motor transmission, but it's not the original to the car. So and most of them are very complete cars with most of the parts, which are hard to get if they don't come with it. We're finding that out on one of the other Bosses that we have. But to find 3 Boss 429s in one warehouse is, I mean, to me, is incredible. 3 holy grail type cars. So excited to see them again, because I did see them probably about 2 or 3 years ago, and he was like, no, they're not for sale. No, they're not for sale. But when I decide to sell them, I'll call you guys. And he actually did, which is pretty cool in itself. So anyway, we're heading over there. Hopefully we'll be able to get as much footage as we can without disrespecting the man, and be able to give you a good idea of part of his collection, but it's actually not all of his collection. So stay tuned. We'll show you here in a minute. In red. All original. Is this like a 1 repaint Survivor?
Mm-hmm. The only bad thing about it is the carburetors on these damn cars. When they sit.
Wow, look at this thing. Is this all numbers matching?
Except for the carburetor.
Carburetor, okay, yeah.
I had the heads laying.
This guy was very particular. I mean, it's nice underneath, nice in the trunk. Like it's been restored for maybe like 20 or something years, but he kept really, it's kind of like really nice care of this car. But it was restored a while back, and then over time, like he even got window. I mean, he really did a nice job on this car. But it's literally doesn't even have a scratch on it, and the paint's 20-something years old.
She hadn't ran about a year. She's been sitting.
This one needs to go over to the new place.
Oh, it's going.
Yeah. Is this the only Z28 you have?
No, there's another one.
Another one?
Yes.
Okay.
T-tops on the other one.
Oh, newer, like an 80?
Newer.
Gotcha. But this is only 69.
69, yes, yeah.
Yeah, this is the garnet red one we just bought is the only one we've ever owned.
Well, we had another one, a yellow one. Got rid of that one a couple of years ago. Wish we never did, but we did.
I have a few of those.
I hate to get rid of stuff.
I have a few I wish I had bought. Usually is the case, more than we sold, but that we bought. And there was an orange, Hugger orange one that was a Canadian car, which are a lot easier to document and stuff. And I just didn't know enough. And this was probably, I would say it's probably 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. And the gentleman that I took with him, good friend of mine, he's a Chevy guy, but he's more like a custom, like he built custom stuff. He never really was cared about. He was, awesome builder. He never really cared about numbers and originality, nothing like that. And so when we got there, he really wasn't any help. And so the motor was sitting in a crate, and I didn't know how to figure out
where it goes.
And it was, it was like in a corner up top, like if you had a little, and it was in the, like couldn't get to where we. And one thing led to another, and we didn't buy it, and I just kicked myself.
You want to hear you want to hear a kick? You know what car won't get cut up? Is that one right there. And you're gonna laugh when you pop the hood open. People are like, why you won't cut it up? This is a car you need to cut up. It sure is.
Is this like a Survivor inline 6?
Yes.
Oh, with red interior.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't cut this up either. And it's a convertible. Yeah, we wouldn't cut any of them
But
up.
if there was one to cut up, it'd be this one.
That's what everybody
Not
says.
cut
You
out.
need to cut it.
Modify.
Molest.
That's hilarious.
That is funny.
Why won't you? Why? What's up with this one? What's the?
Because it has that.
Just because it's funny.
Yeah.
Because he can.
Well, no, everybody expects a
Essentially.
V8 in there or
Yeah.
something.
You open it up and it's got a 6-cylinder.
Yep.
Red interior, black exterior. That's freaking rad.
That is rad.
So we have a K code, black, red interior, white top convertible,
4-speed.
which I don't know how you prove that, but it has a white when we got it. We bought it in little town, Norman, Oklahoma,
Holbert.
was it? Holbert?
Yeah.
Yeah, 500 people in the town. And we've had it probably about 3 years or so. The same guy screwed us on a Tiger,
Oh.
sold it to us like it was an original. He knew.
And it wasn't.
86, 88-year-old guy. Can you imagine lying like that right before you go meet your maker? Telling us all this bullshit. And then we go, 3 years later, we finally have it tacked. And the guy's like, this isn't a real car. And we told him we bought it from him. He's like, I know Chester.
Oh, dang.
He knew this wasn't a real car. And I'm just sitting there going, he's like, there's no way he didn't. He knew like in like the first second that he looked
Yeah.
at it. We don't know those cars. We don't know that, you know. So we went back a couple different times, but whatever, we just weren't able to see the things that mattered.
They don't publish. Like they don't tell you exactly what makes it a Tiger. 'Cause
You could do the research
you
and
just, then you take an Alpine and you make a Tiger. So they're like secretive about what they'll tell you and what they won't tell you. For that reason, I mean, I get it, you know.
yeah.
But there's like a few things, like the battery tray on those Tigers, it's not supposed to have a battery tray at all. Like an Alpine had a battery tray and then the Tigers didn't. And you could tell where they cut the battery tray out and like welded a piece of metal over it. And he's like, that was like the easiest thing to tell. And he's like, right there. And then there's like 17 other things that he was like, yeah,
It's just not. It's a rebody. It had the real VIN, it had the real motor, it had the real stuff, you know, like all the parts. Well, not all the parts. Some of the really expensive like
Yeah,
trim
there's
and stuff
yeah.
missing.
So it's just a clone.
Yeah, it was a
basically.
bad clone, you know.
Oh,
but he
man.
sold it like
paid
it was
twice
the
what it's
original
worth,
deal.
yeah.
And yeah, we paid twice what it's worth,
and then he got it running and driving.
and
Yeah.
spent some money getting it going because it'd been sitting in a barn forever.
And now,
At
you
least-
can't,
at
now
least-
y'all losing money off
Oh,
of that.
oh,
y'all,
yeah.
can't even.
But you know, in this world, man, you can't expect to win every time. You know, at
True.
the end of the day, if you're not willing to gamble, it's not the place to be because you go out and you meet, like, you know, I'm upset at the guy for doing that, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to change the way we do things. You know as well as
No,
I do
yeah,
business.
I burned
You got to
out
go
for-
after it, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
Yeah.
And everybody sees the wins and go, oh, I win. They don't realize the losses.
I
So,
definitely understand those. I've
Yeah.
been there before. So.
yeah.
I didn't even see the C10s over there.
See, and
Cutting
this
them up.
fr- this
Cutting
frame,
them up, Fernando.
and look, this frame got rusted. It's been sitting for 10 years. So this is a standard. This is standard interior.
There's your battery tray.
Still got the fire extinguisher in. I wonder what that date coded on that fire extinguisher is.
Huh?
I wonder what the date code on that fire extinguisher is.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Is that factory?
I don't even know.
Which one? Which one?
The fire extinguisher right there?
Yes.
That's the factory?
I did not even know that.
Yeah, it's there on the other one. It's
No,
just-
that's for the tire.
Oh, it's the
Well,
it's inflator.
Oh,
Yeah,
inflating
yeah.
for the space saver.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Got
gotcha. Okay. That makes more sense.
So usually that stuff they're hard to find. This piece and for the battery tray.
Yeah.
I think it still has the cables to the power and negative.
It opens. I had to work with it to get it open, but it will open.
So it's this one.
And then the other one
It's over there.
Okay, they were sitting next to each other when we were out the last time.
So you see the door on the passenger side?
This one?
Yeah, you see how
Yeah.
it has the white on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's your standard.
Gotcha.
Deluxe, it won't be like that. It'll be the same color. I don't know, Rudy. You opened it the other time, man. So all you had to touch.
It's probably how hard he slammed it last
There you
time.
go. 3470.
These are unobtainable. And it's made of unobtainium.
KK 2200.
What the speedometer says on there? I think this one says 21.
This one says 63,000.
63. That one's 21. Something. I know one of them. is
Which
low.
one's the one that's non-numbers matching?
This one.
That
Okay.
one. Okay. So this is numbers,
But it's got
and there's one over
it's got
there, right over
real
there.
429
that's
there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
It's,
okay.
it's a real 429. That's a matching, non-matching.
Okay.
Okay. Do they know, or do you know, or have you done any research as to what car that setup went to, and is that matching to each other? Is the motor and transmission the same, or
No,
you know?
the block is the only thing that's not matching to that car right there.
So the transmission's
The-
numbers
it's
matching?
matching, yes.
Just the motor. Have you done any research as to whether or not that car exists to that motor?
No, I did not do no research
Okay.
on that one.
Okay.
For that, I know this one has a CP block, I think.
That's crazy, huh?
Is this like the right carburetor in?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay.
The way you see it is the same way how we picked it up
Yes.
at that warehouse.
Oh, there's your buck tag. Hell yeah.
You gotta look for it right here. See?
Okay. How rusty is it?
Huh?
But what makes
Got a
it
little bit here
rare,
on the roof.
you
and
already
stuff.
know why this car is so rare. Because they came out the factory with that.
With that?
Yeah, that's rare. And we got a sticker here. Oh, you guys shut it.
Yeah, I picked up. Sorry. I told myself like 5 times, don't close the door, don't close the door.
Switchers.
Is it original paint?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Here, try to get it.
So really that hole in the roof is really the worst.
Oh, there
So
you go.
okay, you know what happened here? So the cars, whenever these cars were same kind of style warehouse, they were so close you couldn't walk in between them.
8758. Buck tag, yep.
Yep.
It's got paint over it. Oh damn, was this like an NOS hood or something?
Yep.
Wow. Holy shit. JD Price, is that the guy that owned him?
They used to race this one
Okay.
because they had the fuel
So
pump in
weird.
the back of the trunk.
That's the humidity does that. Sitting in that warehouse probably did that.
God, the paint is so cool on it.
It would be so cool if this was an original
Ratty, yeah.
black car, though.
Yeah.
Fernando's like, yeah, I wouldn't be selling it if it was. Black. It was originally a black
Wow,
car.
look how good the interior is on this one.
Nah, I just wanted to get it to cut it up. I'm telling you.
I know, but if it was a black car, you wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
no,
I think I saw the
please.
pictures of that.
Unless it's got an inline
Look,
6-cylinder.
that's a black J right there.
So this one's just missing the seats and some
Wow.
engine
When
stuff.
they painted this black, they really painted it black. Like they did the
Yeah.
fucking door
they
jam.
did. So you see, it's white.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yep.
Oh, gotcha.
Right
Yeah,
there.
no shit.
Huh.
Crazy. You ever look for build sheets in any of these?
I was trying to find it. I only found one on one car. I
Okay.
think it was the grab blue.
Did you look up and underneath here?
No.
I bet you it's there.
Yeah, when we pulled we had a grabber blue Mach 1 that we were building. We pulled the dash racks, put a heater core in it, and the fucking build sheet was
All
wadded
wadded
up.
up like this
Like
behind
right
the
above
thing.
the heater motor.
And I
Yeah.
took it in the shower, turned the heat, the shower on, and let
To
it
get
get
it more.
steam. And I literally ironed it out, and it was just like perfect shape. Same thing with the. What was the other one that I just did? The Chevelle, the LS6 Chevelle.
yeah.
You
Same
could throw that out.
Jeez.
Those are the everything that's in here is with the car.
And you said you found the guy that has some of the
part.
parts from.
Yep.
And he's willing to sell, or.
Oh yeah, I got some parts off already
Oh,
for that
okay.
one. Actually, we go meet him up last week because I thought, hey, let me go break this out. So I did that.
Ah, okay. Yeah, so this one's a little more solid than the red car too.
This one is?
Yeah, because like the red car's got that rust up here in the corners of the windows, and like the front floor is rusty on that one.
This one, just the paint looks horrendous.
Yeah.
Whereas the red one actually looks pretty decent for what it is.
So y'all know that the cow is they're different from 69 and 70, huh?
The hood? Or the scoop?
The scoop.
Okay.
They're different.
Interesting.
We're learning.
Yeah, that's a expensive piece right there.
You were gonna be like, these Mopar guys shouldn't
They
be
don't know
buying
shit.
these Fords.
4-speed?
And what's hard is that they still had, that was awesome, they still had the stickers.
Yeah.
You know? Tells you where they went, and you can still see some of the markings from the factory. Yeah. What is,
You know, that gas thing inflating this right here. Dude.
Right, yeah.
just that makes money.
Yeah.
I could get 30 grand just for that shit right there.
you know when you hear him talking about taking one off of this one and one off.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's talking about.
That probably got to go on the other one, man.
What year is that?
71.
And it's a 351.
Yes, sir.
Is it an automatic?
Standard. They're all standard cars.
They are.
All of them, all boss cars are standard. They're not an automatic.
Oh no, okay. I had a guy bought a Eclipse and Coral Mach 1 from us. It wasn't a boss he wanted. He wants a 71 Cobra Jet.
429.
Yeah, but he wants an automatic because he can't drive stick. He's got a bad leg. So he's like, if you come across a 71 429 Mustang or Mach 1, whatever, Cobra Jet, he'll buy it.
Yeah,
He's
no.
like, that's like one of his bucket list cars.
You getting rid of
That's a fucking rare car.
You getting rid of this one?
Mm-hmm.
What's the price on that one?
30.
30?
Is it complete?
No engine.
They say back in '71 that was the fastest car in the quarter mile.
Yeah, the 71s are.
They're
I
getting.
think
They're getting.
they're just like the Mopars. The 71s are coming into their own.
What's it called, you know?
Hold on.
Hold on. This is the best one.
So that's a low number one. It's an early car.
Yeah, but this thing's clean. Like you could just get this one going.
Okay, you know which one did this one? When they were
Oh,
pulling
no.
it, because they had to get 4 cars out to start getting them.
Is this original paint?
That's original paint.
Oh yeah, I would fix this. I would leave it. I would pull that out. Pull that out.
So they told me they
Hey, at
could.
least the
Some of the
rocker
red
gear's
off of the
still there,
boss on
shit, dude.
Well, I
he
found
said
it.
you're
I
red
thought they
boss
didn't
for
take in the
that.
carburetor. Something like
He
that.
did. That's what he did. He said you're red.
Wasn't the boss? It was the boss that was pushing the boss,
right? I guess so.
or the assistant manager to the assistant manager.
But did you see the interior?
There's a buck tag on this one too. They don't have a buck tag.
It's clean. They didn't even cut
So-
up or nothing.
This
That's
This
amazing.
is another like $40,000 freaking.
Yeah, so I know someone
Right?
that could take that
Oh,
piece
it's
off and
broken.
they'll fix it.
Wow. But like this backing thing,
Yep.
what he was saying.
And all the other pieces are inside.
Just thinking about all that gives me anxiety, man. Building one of these cars must be. Fucking... Oh, you could totally see the number on this one. I'm sure.
Gee, just the belts alone, like he was talking about. These,
Yeah.
these date-coded old belts, man.
Stupid shit. It's nuts.
Hey, but you know what's good about all these cars? All of them still have the oil cooler.
Yeah.
That's
The red car does too.
it does.
Yeah. That's like one of the things that survive.
But you know what? That red car. The last picture that I had saw before, it had the hood on there.
And that guy doesn't know where that guy that has.
Oh yeah, I know who has it.
Oh, okay.
The same guy that has the other parts.
So all these parts in here for you got
For this car.
you got the intake.
Yeah, I got it somewhere else.
Okay.
Cause whenever the way you see it is that's the way we pulled it out that
Okay. So you got the. What about the carburetor?
I got the carburetor too.
Okay, cool deal.
Remember I told you I'm gonna go talk to that guy? I'm gonna go
Okay.
break that. That's what I did last week.
Cool. Cool.
So we just need to bring him a pile of money for the hood off that red car then.
Yeah, I'm trying to work that out. I'm working on getting the rims too and everything else.
Oh shit. Okay.
No, we don't need to bring a pile of money, man, because it's being This one is.
Yeah, when it got hit up on that side, it's probably one of the better ones.
Oh yeah, one's got electric fuel pump back there. Did he have the hood for this one and the deck lid?
Yeah, but the hood's up.
But the scoop is there?
The scoop is there.
No, this. At least this door's been painted. I don't know if this is original paint.
No, it don't matter.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. But
That's definitely.
yeah, this thing
Does
is.
this have the valve cover?
This thing is super clean.
Valve covers and stuff, or is
He
all
bought
that
the
stuff
intake in the car.
Huh?
He bought the intake in the carb for it.
Okay.
That thing's sweet.
What do you say? Damn, there's a lot of junk up in here too. People say, why you keep all this junk? I said, it ain't junk, man.
Yeah, okay. None of this is junk.
Sorry, buddy.
That's just another part that I've been trying to put all the Boss 429 stuff together.
Right.
Oh, this one's still got the exhaust manifolds on it. Look how huge the intake ports are. Are the radiators like the same as Cobra Jet cars and
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
They're the exact same thing as the 69 regular
Okay.
Cobra Jet. But it has to be for a 4-speed car, not an automatic.
Because of the transmission cooler?
Yep. So before you go look for a radiator, make sure it's for a standard car.
Yeah.
Incredible to see 3 of these in the
Fucking
same
nuts.
spot.
Yeah, super cool.
With all the stuff you do, Fernando, I'm surprised that you haven't started on these. All the cars that you do. Just, you know.
Well, trying to find the parts. For,
I know.
I
We
want
have the red one. It's missing everything. Yeah, it's not good to start until you have all the stuff. So, because then you just end up with a painted body, and you're paying ridiculous prices on some of the parts because you have to have them for the next step.
Yeah, but you know how much it costs to just to restore one of these, but to put in a different intake, a different carburetor, it just, I think it just
ruins it.
Yeah,
Has to be right.
You have to find the right or something that's real close to it.
Right.
And what makes, like I said, this one is our early
Yeah.
first 50 runs on this one. This is one that I told Rudy that like I was not gonna get rid of. We're gonna restore this.
Oh, I thought it was the black one.
Nah, for a while. So I said, let's cut one up. I don't know, man. I think it's giving me a sign to hold on to that one, cut up. You know.
Troy, let's go to the bank. Yeah, well, let's go to the bank, Troy.
I think
We're gonna leave the cut up part in it, so everybody can go.
what? I think that's a sign giving me like, hey, I think you need to hold on to it. Cut it up.
That's what what's
No, I think that one goes to the other car over there.
There you go.
Huh?
Did he pull the Marty reports? He didn't have the Marty reports out for him?
For what?
Those 2 cars?
No.
This morning we talked to him.
Oh, I didn't ask him on that.
So
I
you
I
had
just
got
to,
figured we'd order it.
no, I didn't put.
We did.
I did. I got
Yeah,
him.
we poured them. We pulled them.
So
we have
this
them on these.
This is the difference,
One of them has.
and this is different. And this whole.
The delivery paperwork is like.
So that's how you know.
Interesting.
So
They actually
for
got it.
that
They
piece
already
that
got
was the top of the radiator,
Oh, the
that's
fan
what-
trap
yeah.
thing.
I
Ah.
said, but Marty won't sell it because the next guy or blah blah blah. And I said that's weird.
I do have the original gas tank for
You
that
cutting
one.
this one up too?
This one is getting cut up.
You already cut that one up too.
This one got cut up over there. This one's getting cut up.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
here we go. Yeah,
It
these are
kills
those-
me. Huh? Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, like sold to Shelby Automotive, shipped to Carcraft. Like, you know, it's got all the
that's
options and everything. Less engine and transmission, like just all this weird. And then here's the other one. Sold to Robin Ford Sales in Staten Island. Like, you know.
This is to our red one.
Yeah, but that's not where it ended up going. So it's like they like, I don't know. I don't even know what they explain, but freaking super fucking cool.
Yeah, it is to have all.
We
the
love all that
paperwork.
kind of stuff. Paperwork's cool. So one of yours has something similar to that, or has those.
Probably that. Probably the maroon one. This is what I found in that car. But yeah, this is how I found it.
Man, in California, we wouldn't
think
be
they
able to
bought
do
some new
this.
ones.
You'd have one
Oh,
little trimble
shit,
and
okay.
this
I
would
think
fall
they're.
over.
I think they're
NOS
new
or
ones. They're
something?
in NOS.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very risky.
Is there? You can see there's still nothing. The way I found
Yeah.
it, just took it off. Try to clean up all the
Wow. The rat shit.
rat shit, because you know that just brings more rats if you don't.
Yeah.
The thing I love about you, man, is the parts you get with them stay with them. I love that, because a lot of times people will pillage the parts and then you end up with a stripped down car. I mean, you're going to have parts missing, but
Yeah.
you don't have to contribute to the parts missing, you know? And we see that all the time, cars that we buy, like a body, a rusted out body, and it's missing every valuable part on the charger. And then we
Yeah.
have to go and
Find
accumulate
it.
all those parts, and it delays everything.
No, so this one, I got it to cut up to use parts for that other car over there. But man, that car's too damn.
This word cutting, this
this-
cutting word is just...
It was too good to cut up. I was like,
Hey,
you know
I
what?
agree
can't-
with you.
I can't do that. I was like, you know what? Let me just leave the
You
stuff
should
on
see
there.
how bad they have to be for our shop to cut them up.
To cut 'em up?
And we cut them up and then we put them back together. So we don't even like. So anyway, yeah.
It is.
So what
it's
is this one? What is
It's
it?
just a regular 302
Okay.
automatic
F-code or whatever.
AC car.
A 70.
Like maybe they put a quarter on it.
They did. But the floors are not. They're pretty decent shape for except for the.
Driver's front right there.
And everything that they had, I mean, it comes with the Hellcat. Had the Hellcats in there, so I was like, man, let me. You can see I threw it
Yeah.
on there because it's hard to find Hellcats for the.
Yeah.
With them nowadays.
No kidding.
The C10's leaving?
No. You don't even want to hear the story on that one too.
Don't even start, huh? That turquoise one's beautiful. Or Gumby green, really. My painted one of the last cars that I painted in, just out of high school was for a friend of mine. And it was Gumby green, literally almost like the exact same color as that.
They're fun trucks to
They
drive
are.
around.
They're super popular. People love them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't. Every time I drive, you want to sell it? No.
I drove one, in the one that we painted Gumby green. I drove it in high school. It didn't belong to me. It belonged to my buddy. But I drove it all over the place. I drove it to L.A. from Northern California. I drove it all over the place. And then gave it back to him, and somebody stole it.
That one is actually a 5-speed. It's a
Oh,
stick.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've seen that.
That's cool.
That's what everybody. It's a stick. Like, yeah. I have fun with it.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
But one of
Very
these
cool.
days,
Very cool.
when I find the boss for tonight, it's cut up. Y'all gonna be like, what? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we
Let's
need
just
to,
make sure it's one that needs to be cut up because
Well,
it's like almost junk. or
Yeah, that's what
something.
I'm looking for. One that's junk. Don't have the.
If
Don't
we
have
find
the
one that's
motor.
almost junk, then we're gonna reach out to you.
I'm looking because the whole bottom end is gonna get.
Yeah,
is
cut
gonna
out.
be good. Yeah, so I'm
Yeah.
not worried about it.
You better start looking at like New York and Georgia and like.
But the problem is, people have them and they think it's worth more than what they actually are.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have the parts, well, fuck, that's the training on those cars. What makes the car
Yeah.
more expensive.
Well, that's what the gentleman that when we reunited the motor to the car, he was like, "What makes this a boss is this right here. Like the car is nothing without this.
Yes.
The boss motor is the whole deal." And he says that on camera in our interview. It's kind of cool. We'll send you a copy of it so you can check it out. But he literally told us all about the whole deal. It's cool. Did you ever see it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I sent it to you. Yeah. It's just cool to hear the stories of these cars and how they.
I wonder if we put the
what happens
word
when
out
it
on
happens.
this white one over here, if that would be able to be found to block.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
not
sure.
just that. That motor belongs to something. So
That's
that
right.
guy, whoever that is,
excuse me, dude, sorry.
Yeah.
that motor is everything to his car, and that motor to that car is probably out there or got blown
Well,
up.
okay,
and
so you
is
know what
junk.
the funny story about it? Where these cars were at, he had 10 Boss 429 NOS sitting in crates there at that warehouse.
Holy shit.
So it's in there. I mean, somebody got it. Somebody got it.
Oh yes, I have. I don't know where is it at. I think it's somewhere right there. I have NOS, gaskets, belts. I have stacks that he had right there. I have NOS, oil cooler, the other parts that he just had right there. I'm like, shit. They're taking, but they took the blocks.
Gotcha.
10 blocks, imagine.
I know we paid for ours. I
Yeah.
can't imagine that. And I think we did okay. But we're missing all the pieces. But still, we got the heart of the car, which was the most important thing to us. And like I said, we're not in a hurry. It'll happen when it happens. When we get the parts together, you know.
The guy, he has it. I know, because he had the carburetor and he had the intake for that one. I seen the hood. I literally seen
The hood and the trunk lid are the most important to us because those are the same color. We can put it back together, and it's actually the paint it's not beautiful, but the body's straight and the paint's not that bad. I mean, somebody could just weld it together and make a ratty driver out of it instead of
You
doing
wouldn't
a full
believe where I see
restoration.
the hood on the swap meet, Conroe swap meet.
No way.
At that time.
$200 or something.
No,
probably.
the guy that was selling it, he was selling both of them for $600.
I mean, the trunk lid's not worth anything.
No, it's a regular.
It's just
trunk.
a regular. It's just worth it to me because it's red and it's to the car, the original car. The hood, obviously, that's where. That's
the hood, the main.
The hood and
yep.
the scoop. Does he have the scoop too?
Yes.
You said
The
the
hood and the
hood's
scoop.
a little messed up.
The hood is a little messed up though. It's like this one.
We'd fix it if we can, so that we could leave it as the original. If it can be fixed.
Yeah.
It can't all be fixed. We know that.
The air cleaner is the only thing that I don't know which one he has. That's the only thing.
Okay.
That's one. I mean, they're hard to find, but you try to get all the original parts for the car.
I know. We're the same way. Unless you're cutting it up.
You cut it up, you don't care about air cleaner. I didn't need no air cleaner, so it was gonna get cut up anyway.
So now, do you still have the other warehouse over there where these were sitting before?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I have. There's another Boss 302 that I want to get rid of, but it's not as bad as that one over there. But yeah, I think I got 3 cars.
So we'll go look over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think there's 3 cars over there.
Not as bad as the green one over there. Is that what you?
That one needs a whole bottom floor.
So that's going to be cut up.
That one's getting.
I'm okay with that.
That one.
When it's already needs to be cut up.
So if you find out.
Kind of okay. I should say
But
kind of okay.
if you
and I'm a Mopar guy, so I don't even want these to get messed up. I love the heritage of all these cars. So.
No, that's what the whole point of that one to use this body for that one over there. Use the bottom floor, but this one's too nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're all too nice to get cut up, but
Someone could fix this one.
yeah, this will make a nice resto mod though.
Good for somebody.
You know.
Be
What are
honest,
these going for now? The this would be
like 10 grand.
These are the 10. These are This is the 302.
302
F
F code. Uh-huh.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought. 3-speed manual or automatic?
Automatic.
Automatic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely have your work cut out for you.
So, so because I'm a Mopar guy and I don't know, this car and the car that's got the numbers matching engines, they have the HP 429 stamp underneath the cylinder.
That goes to the car. That one says 429
so
on the
is that-
front. That's it didn't come with that car.
Yes, but what's that short block out of then if it doesn't have that?
I think it was an over the counter.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So,
So
that
it's
might
still
not
a
even,
Boss
that,
motor?
that might not even be a VIN number Boss motor.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
just
Yeah.
But I thought they didn't make any warranty blocks for these.
Well,
They didn't, but you could buy one. So that one used to be. They used to race that one in the track. So that's why it has a fuel pump in the back.
This one
So
has a fuel pump in the back, isn't it?
is it this one?
This one, yeah.
I thought it was that one too. That one's in the bottom,
Okay.
yeah,
by the
it's
gas
got
tank.
like a little tiny one that's not
Yeah,
very
no, that one's a big one.
It's got the-
Oh, okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
but that's how you know it can't. That's an original because it has that.
Yeah, okay. Can you put 429, can you put Boss heads on a regular 429?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so I wonder if that's just a regular 429 block and they just put the top end from a Boss on it.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
you can go buy a 429 at the junkyard, but the top end is the hard shit.
Yeah.
So that might not even be a numbered.
Yeah, that's not a number.
Yeah,
That's not.
yeah.
There's just these two.
Yeah.
The
Well, no,
70
yeah, not numbers matching to it, but like he was saying, he was thinking maybe it was for a different Boss out there.
Because we like to reunite motors, two cars. So like if that actually had a VIN on it, we would
Try to find
try to
out.
figure out where it's supposed to go.
No, this
Yeah,
is
see, that's what it should be. Right, it should be stamped right here on that pad,
And there's not.
and there's nothing there. And then I was looking at the 429 thing, and these two, I saw the numbers on them, and they match. So that's why I was asking, because I was curious. I didn't know that.
Always learning, right?
Absolutely, every day, man.
Always
if you're not,
learning.
you're doing something wrong.
Yeah. Or you're trying not to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the motor for the other car.
That's the one for the red car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was hurt, and we had to.
Yeah, you see how it has it? HP.
Yep. Yeah, Royal Maroon, that car is KK. Oh, fuck, where does it say it on here? It's on here somewhere. KK 1441. Yeah. Yeah, so it was. This one was scheduled to be built on March 3rd. That's my anniversary of 1969. And then the.
Well, March 3rd wouldn't be early.
Well, I guess it depends on when they started the production. If they were like.
Oh, I got you. These specific cars
see,
might
like
have not been.
the white car was June 10th, so that's 3 months before this car.
Before
Or
or
sorry,
after?
After. Yeah, this one
Okay.
is early compared to
Okay.
that one.
So they built them late.
Yeah, and then the blue car was August of '69, so it was pretty early for.
That's an
somebody.
early for that. Then if this was
Yeah.
or one of these was in June.
Yeah, the blue car was sold new here in Houston. Mort Hall Ford. And then,
Any of them have any of the old license plate frames or all that stuff?
No,
Apple
it's just
too?
whenever.
this one came from Skaggs Motors Inc. in Dodge City, Kansas. It's kind of funny. And then the other one came from Shreveport, Ray Ford in Shreveport.
We were just in Shreveport. Pulled the TA out of there. 70 TA. Out of a backyard.
Ain't it funny how you can still find some of these?
Literally, we've been doing this for a long time now, but we didn't videotape the whole thing. We wish we had, but we didn't. We didn't take the time to slow down to do that. But in the last like 6 or 8 months, the cars that we pulled out and videotaped and stuff, I mean, I don't even think people believe that it like actually happened that way. Because
So-
we film it as it is. We don't like make shit up or anything. And the cars that we've pulled out is literally incredible. I mean,
I still be surprised at some of the stuff that I run into.
yeah, still in that garage.
Still-
We bought
Yeah.
one yesterday. It was original owner, or day before yesterday. Yeah,
Yeah,
day before
2 days
yesterday.
ago.
Original owner. It was a 383 two-barrel 69 Charger, so it's not like a Hemi car or anything like that. But he was the original owner, and he had taken it to a paint shop and got the paint purgatory treatment and come back less than what it was when he took it in, and then it sat like 25 years inside. Like almost no rust. Like it had some, but it was pretty minimal for what that car was. And but sitting there talking to this guy, and he had had a stroke a few years earlier, so he was he was struggling with it, but you could see his love for this car and his family and like the stories that they shared and stuff. And those are the things that like for us just like give you goosebumps, when you're talking about it with the
Yep.
people and stuff. So
No, it's like me. I got a lead on a Galaxy convertible, and it's a 427, but it has a 390 in there. People are like, oh no, it's a 390. When you look at the VIN number, it's the hard. Like, oh, this is a
427.
427. We got a motor for one. I need one.
Yeah.
So, but he bought it through. I think he said one of his family members. He didn't even know what he had.
Yeah.
He enjoyed the car, and he had been owning it for so long. Like, he wouldn't let it go. I was like, no, not yet. Like, okay, whenever you're ready, let me know. But I'm just excited to still find a car.
There's an opportunity there
Yeah.
for when the time comes, and find a fair price between two guys and
So-
make it happen.
So they built 285. Out of the 500, 285 cars were built grabber blue with white interior. So more than half were built in that combo in 1970, the Boss
Wow.
429. So
That's crazy.
64 with black interiors, like,
But just the fact
Very
that
few.
many were grabber blue.
yeah, literally.
I think the black J is rare.
Yeah.
Black is actually rare.
The white car, so they made 294 maroon cars, and they only made 132 oh no, sorry. They made 132 maroon cars, and they made 280 something white cars. So I think this is one of those colors that it's more rare, but not as desired.
Right.
You know what I
Like
mean?
the red is one of the, we learn as we go, but the red one that we got from you, those are desired. That's like, and I would thought, hey, there's so many red ones,
Right.
but that's the desire. That's like
Such a pretty
super
car.
high on the desired list from a Boss 429 perspective.
That was 13 years ago. Me and Rudy were talking. We were like, it was brought up for some other cars we were talking about. And like, hey, yeah, oh, hey, just small. Like, damn, trying to get the same car.
Yeah.
But yours is probably cleaner than this.
No,
I doubt it.
no. This is rad.
So you got 3 Z28s.
Wow.
Actually, numbers there?
Mm-hmm.
Air conditioning.
That's cool, man.
AC, power steering,
What year is this one?
71.
What got you said on this one? How much on this one, Sergio? Land on me?
Be honest with you, I had no idea.
That's funny you said that because we have a Sergio and I said the same thing because I don't know why, but I said the same thing.
I don't know. They just kind of
It's
go
close.
together, right? Land is Sergio.
How's this underneath? Decent?
It's decent, but I'll be honest with you, it started getting bad because, you know, I left it outside. Just
Oh,
sitting outside for 2 years, 3 years probably.
It doesn't take long here, does it?
What color am I wearing?
Yeah.
How do we
Yeah.
line up our colors every time?
Glance at that, make sure I'm not in that too. That's probably a
That'd be a
camera.
cool one to read it.
This one would be cool. It'd be cool just to drive it the way it is.
You got a price on this one?
I really don't.
Okay.
But the floors are still pretty solid.
But this one was with the bosses.
Yep.
Yeah, floors are solid. It's crazy how solid they are.
And this one, no title as well.
Just this one, this one, this one, that one, that one, that maroon one, and then I got 2 more over there.
That are no titles. Were they all in the same place?
All of them were the same place.
Same
The
place.
way how you see them, that's how they were. Real close.
Huh.
So they couldn't open the door, so they'll jump in and inside and get whatever they can from the inside and scrap it. All they did was just use the scrap.
So we're just leaving the last place that in southern Texas area that we're at. The gentleman was super cool. We'd met him about 3 years ago, 3 years ago, and just a great guy. Enjoyed seeing his collection. He actually let us film it, so it'll be in our video. We purchased 3 Boss 9 projects, very complete ones. 2 of them are numbers matching. The third one has a mostly Boss parts, but not the original Boss block in it. So all of them have the numbers matching transmission, and they're relatively complete. There's a missing piece here, a missing piece there, but all the hard to get stuff in general is most of the hard to get stuff in general is there. So anyway, so we were also invited over to see his collection of cars that he has in a beautiful building that he built for himself. And I didn't think he was going to allow us to videotape there, so we didn't do any videotaping there. And then after we left, he basically said it was okay to do that. And so when we go back to pick up these 3 Boss 429s in a few weeks, we're going to go do another tour and get some footage there as well, so you can kind of see the extent of this collection. It's probably one of the most incredible collections I've seen in my life, but most of it is Ford. It's either Mustang, a lot of Cobras, a lot of newer cars, like from like 2010 to brand new Shelbys and things of that nature, and then also some older Mustangs and just different cars like that. There was a couple of non-Ford cars there, but for the most part, it was pretty heavily Ford. You know, we love Holy Grail cars. Lost 429 is a Holy Grail car, no matter how you shake it. So those are the kind of the cars we chase. Although we are always looking for the Mopars, the rarest Mopars, they're harder to find. And so, you know, when we do find them, you know, we obviously, you know, try to acquire them. But most of the time with Mopar guys, really, they don't sell their cars. A lot of these cars stay in collections for, you know, literally their whole life. You know, it's not as plentiful to pull these rarer cars. Mopars are rarer cars. I mean, between Ford and Chevy, they made a lot more than Dodge and Plymouth. So anyway, so we got another lead. We're actually heading out of town, heading north back to Dallas, and we're gonna stop off. This is not a car that's for sale. It's just a car that people know about it. And so we're just gonna go by there and see if it is something, you know, that can be bought. It's very rare that we go literally to buy cars and we go back with empty trailers. We came down with 2 ramp trucks, 2 trailers, and we're literally heading home with nothing in them because of some communication errors on the cars themselves, and then the other cars that we bought last night weren't able to be pulled out. So, which had we just used the money to buy the cars today instead of leaving a deposit and left the deposit of the one last night, we'd be pulling cars home today. But there was a mix-up in the communication, and we thought the cars weren't going to be available to buy today. So it's just the way it worked out. It's, you know, it's just the way it is. You know, things unfold the way they unfold in this crazy car chasing world. So anyway, so heading north, we're gonna stop off, hopefully see a 68 GT 350 project that's, you know, that needs restoration, and see if it's something that can be purchased. It seems to be a Ford weekend. Just the way it works sometimes. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll hopefully get some good footage on that as well.